Welcome. Take a slow breath and allow your awareness to gather in stillness. Today I invite you into a profound threshold of spiritual experience, a threshold where identity expands, where perception becomes boundless, and where consciousness begins to know itself not as confined but as limitless. This initiation is called mental travel, and its essence is simple yet immense. It is the direct realization that consciousness is not bound to the body. From childhood onward, we experience ourselves as located in a physical form. We feel that we are inside the body, looking out into the world. But this is only one mode of existence. In truth, consciousness is far more vast. This initiation begins by revealing the true structure of the human being, not as a single body, but as a layered presence across different planes of reality. You exist as consciousness itself, as spirit in a mental body, as soul in an astral body, and as an incarnated being in the physical world. These are not separate entities, but different expressions of one continuous awareness. And when this is understood, a new possibility opens, the possibility of moving consciously between these levels. At the center of this training lies a fundamental discovery. The mind is not limited by space, matter, or time. It is structured through the elemental forces of will, intellect, feeling, and individuality, unified within a higher field called Akasha, the subtle dimension beyond material limitation. When the mind is refined and harmonized with this subtle field, it becomes fluid, expansive, and capable of direct participation in reality beyond physical form. This is called mind transfer. And from mind transfer arises mental travel. The training begins gently but precisely. You learn first to expand awareness into your own body, then into objects, then into distant spaces, and eventually into other beings. With practice you discover that attention is not merely observation, it is presence. Where consciousness rests, it can participate. You begin to feel the interior of forms, the quality of spaces, the nature of life from within itself. This is the beginning of true experiential knowledge. But the initiation does not stop with expansion. It prepares you for full conscious movement as spirit. Your mental body is awakened, vitalized, and strengthened through light, its senses activated, its functions programmed for awareness and memory. You learn to loosen the subtle energetic connection that anchors the mental body to the physical form, allowing greater flexibility of awareness. Through focused will, concentration, and ritualized inner processes, you generate the momentum to step beyond physical identification while remaining fully conscious. This is the threshold of mental travel. When this state stabilizes, a new mode of experience emerges. You are no longer confined to one location. You can move through space by intention, visit places instantly, explore environments beyond the physical world, and perceive directly through the senses of the mental body. Some experience lightness, expansion, or the feeling of floating. Others experience heightened clarity, vivid perception, or profound freedom. Each experience reflects the same underlying truth. Consciousness is not limited. The deeper purpose of this initiation is not escape from the world, but knowledge of creation. Mental travel is described as entering the workshop of existence, the structure of the cosmos, the realms of life beyond physical perception. It allows spiritual research, learning, and direct encounter with the living universe. Yet this power requires maturity. The quality of consciousness determines the realms it perceives. A refined inner life resonates with higher realities, while imbalance draws awareness toward denser layers of experience. Therefore, mental travel is also a path of refinement, responsibility, and ethical development. Why does this initiation matter today? Because modern humanity lives with extraordinary technological reach, yet often remains confined within narrow self-perception. People explore outer space but rarely explore consciousness itself. They accumulate information but rarely experience reality directly. Mental travel restores direct knowing, direct perception in existence. It reveals the vastness of being. This path is for those who sense that awareness is deeper than thought, that identity is greater than personality, that existence extends beyond the visible world, for those who feel called to explore consciousness itself, not as theory but as living experience. This initiation is not an imaginative exercise, it is a disciplined path of inner development, a refinement of awareness, a training in spiritual perception, and a gateway into direct exploration of the greater universe of consciousness. If you feel resonance with this path of expansion, you are warmly invited to receive the full initiatory training through 4Mystics, and to continue your journey within Ordo Mysticus, where the development of consciousness becomes a living spiritual path. Expand gently, refine patiently, and discover that your true nature is boundless. Love, light, and service, Ray del Sol.